This is Irontrader, and this is Midday Trading. So we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin. We're going to take a look here at crude oil and natural gas. But first, we're going to take a look here at FedEx, FDX. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, selling stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have FedEx, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, before we get started here, the PPI number came out today. And actually, the inflation for the price or producer index was down today. Way lower than what they're expecting. Now, tomorrow we got to have this is a CPI number, so we got to see if that's going to be able to confirm. Now, it was a really good trade. Now you can see where what I did is I bought yesterday, and so I could have for turnaround Tuesday. I bought Nvidia, and I had Tesla, and I had IBIT for the Bitcoin, and I had TQQs, and I dumped it all out when it went up there first thing in the morning before pre-market. Okay, so it was like an overnight trade. So I don't think the selling part of it is all done here yet. I think this is going to be like a back and forth situation versus just a run up here. So just keep that in mind. I told you this morning, if you watched my video, take your money. If you get profits, put it in your pocket. You can always buy it back, or if it breaks out, you can always buy it on strength, kind of a situation. Okay, let's take a look here now at FedEx. Now, FedEx here is still looking pretty good. Okay, so what we had is we had a sell-off here all the way down to this 265.09. Then we have a nice run-up, but you notice that it couldn't get through that and close above that 50-day. Got through it, couldn't close it, and now we put in here a nice double bottom situation. Okay, so now today we have this higher high, but now we're stuck right between the 8-day downside first. Okay, 274.13. That's what we're going to be watching on the downside. And then on the upside, we're going to be watching at 276.55. And right there, we're going to have 277.08. Now, if we get above that, then we have the 100-day here sitting at 280.47. And then we have your 50-day at 283.13. You break above that here, we got a good shot at hitting up top of here. You're looking at 286.28, and then probably retest there of that 295.24 level here. Now, again, if you lose this 8 SMA here, then what we do is all we do is just look to the left of the chart here. Okay, you're looking at about 273.43. Come right on down 272.37. We'll come down here at 271.80, and then we can come down to the bottom of this candle at 270.45. Then we'll go to that what we had yesterday at that 268.22, and then 265.09. That is going to be your big retest situation here. Now, when we look at a weekly chart, you can see how nice this is. See how we have a low, that nice series of higher lows and higher highs, looking very, very nice. Now, we did kind of a double top situation here, almost like a triple top, and then now she's coming on down. But we need to have it hold this 50-day. That's going to be key. That's at 273.29, and then we got a good shot at this thing continuing up. Because you can see here, see this, how we just have this, just like a big W pattern keeps rising up. Now we're at the downside here, but you notice that we did make that higher low, so maybe have a good shot at taking this right back up here again. So here's one here where I'm long this stock, and I also trade this stock. Okay, let's take a look here now at Bitcoin. Okay, here we have the Bitcoin. This is pretty much the same scenario, okay? See, I said we're trading this, basically this box kind of a situation here. Now, this resistance levels is holding it very nice. If you go all the way to the left of the chart, you can see how nice and strong that resistance level is, okay? But what we're doing is we're doing the same thing like you did like on a FedEx. You're up, you're down. You have like a big W pattern going here. Now, yesterday we put in that lower low, but you notice that we did close above that 50-day, which was very nice, but you couldn't get through that 8-day on a closing basis. Now, today we went through the 8-day and all the way up to the 21-day, but then that's where it stopped. But this is why you trade the charts, okay? So let's take a look at the upside here first. So this is what you're watching right here. This is what you're trading against, I should say, is 97.121. That's that 8-day. And then we'll come up right up here to this 21-day at 98.030, okay? So we have to close above. If you can, then we're going to have the target here of 99.920. We'll look to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 100,325. And then we'll come up to here. You're looking at 102.605. And then we'll come right at the top of this candle at 103.190. That's going to be key. We have a higher high here at 103.685, but you really need to close above this level right here, coming all the way across, and then she can go up to that 108 level on 960, and that would be the retest. But you got to get above this 8-day on a closing basis, and that 21, just popping above it is good for trading. Now, IBIT was great. As far as the trading there yesterday, I think I was in at 51 and I dumped it at 55. So that was a good 4 point for just from yesterday. First thing in the morning, I dumped it out when we had that rally on the PPI number. And then now I can see where the market is kind of selling off. So again, don't be afraid to take profits here. This is still, we're in a trader's market here now until we can get everything sorted out when the new pres comes in here next week and see how all the tariffs are, see what the inflation is, see what the Fed's going to do. So just trade this market. Now, on the downside here, we're watching this key level right here. This is going to be that 93,258. That is going to be your 50 SMA here, okay? Then what we do is we can look to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 92,745 level. We'll come over here. You're looking at 92,350. This is the candle that you want to be watching right here. This is that 91,735, and then obviously yesterday's low. Okay, sitting at 89,525 level. Okay, but right now, as long as we're holding this box coming right here, okay, this is still very, very positive, very, very bullish. Now, you look at here at your RSI here, you got 49, plenty of room to run on the upside. This is still like in starting to get into like oversold conditions here, but your green is below your red. It needs to come back above that, and then we can send that bad boy higher here. But again, upside, just watch that SMA, watch that 21-day. Trade into it until she's going to break up there, and then we know where the level is here. You're going to come right up to this top of this candle here at that 103, 190, okay? So until then, trade the range until she breaks up or she starts losing that 50-day and losing yesterday's low. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natty gas. Okay, here we have crude oil daily chart, natural gas daily chart. Take a look at the Krudski. Now, you can see here today we put in a high of 79.09. This is what we're looking for here, 79.27. That was yesterday's high. So if you just look to the left of the chart here, okay, so you had 79.09. What we're looking for right there is just look at that red candle, see, 79.10. So you came within 1 cent of that, okay? So even now yesterday we popped above it. Where'd you close at? You close at 78.78 here, okay? So always look to the left of the chart, kind of a situation. Now, I will take the upside here first. If you can crack above that today's high, that 79.09, and that 79.27, which is yesterday's high, then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at right here is going to be your target at 80.15. Okay, that's going to be your next target, and then we just ratchet all the way on up here. But that's what you're going to be looking for if it can rally right back up. But right now, it just looks like it had a really nice run here. Needs a little bit of like a little pause situation. Okay, now, what we're looking for here today is on the downside is look at a 77.41 level, okay? So we look at how do we get there. So all you have to do is just bring this line right across here, okay? So you got 77.41 level. So this is what we're looking at here for support, 77.40, okay? So what do we have today again? Okay, 77.41. What we're looking for, 77.40. So he came in within 1 cent there on the downside, okay? So that's what you're looking for. Now, the next target that we're going to be looking for here is we'll come over to the top of this candle. Actually, yesterday's low, I should say, is you're looking at that 76.54 level. Then we can come over to the top of this candle here, 76.24, and then you're going to be looking for that 200-day at 75.39, and then that 8-day at 75.18 level, okay? So everything you really need to know, as this was resistance, now all this area here becomes support if this sells right on off here. But we've got to see here if it still does sell off or just a one-day deal, because this is still holding the top of yesterday, half a top of yesterday's candle. And that's always a good sign, so we got to see. But even if it comes down to the 75.39 and holds that 8-day, that could still be a good buying opportunity, just like we had here to take it higher. So don't have no opinion, just trade what's in front of you. Now, again, on this RSI here, we got into a little bit no bleed section, so it's coming off here a little bit. We're up here pretty high on your MACD. So we got to see if we can have a little bit of pullback here or what we're going to have. But right now, this is a nice two-way trade here for the long and for the short. Okay, so that's what we want to see and see if we can hold it here and then come right on down. Okay, now here, natural gas. Well, okay, now if you watch my video this morning here, I said if it comes right down to this 8-day, this could be a very, very good buying opportunity. So the 8-day was sitting at 3.70, and today's low here was 3.73. How nice is that? Okay, so what we're watching is we always watch the top of these candles here. Okay, so there's your 3.72 level. Here's your 3.73 level. Okay, so just look at the top of those candles. That's going to be support, and then your big key level is 3.70, and then right there at 3.62 right below it, okay? So now you can see where it bounced right off of that, okay? And now we're on the upside here. So you're sitting at 3.88, okay? So your next level on the upside is right here, Okay, you're looking at it opened at 3.86 and then 3.94 is what you're looking. And then we're going to look at today's high. You're looking at 4.0, but realistically, there's 4.01. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and we came up to 4.01 within 1 cent today. See, this is what you're looking at as major now resistance. If you can crack above that, then we'll come over the top of this candle. We're looking at 4.20, and then we can break out of there. You can retest at 4.36. But right now, what we have this typical natural gas. This is no surprise. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call it the Widowmaker. But again, it's a good scalp here. I scalped the UNG there today. Was a really good scalper. It got as low as 17.72, high as 18.20. I didn't get all of that there, but I got 25 cents out of him trading 5,000 shares. Okay, so that all worked out very, very nice because I took the trade. 2 reasons. First of all, it's holding this levels right here. Okay, and that is your 3.72, 3.73 level. That's what we're holding. That's what we're watching, okay? And then it held this right here, this 3.70 level. So that's a good time to say, I'm going to take a trade, take a long. I'm all out of position now, and then we'll see how this all shakes out, okay? So that's how you want to trade it. So just watch that 8-day, watch that 21-day on the downside. The upside, this is going to be key, is going to be that 401 level, 4 level. That's going to be very, very critical. If you get above them, you can retest that 420. Again, on here, just watch yesterday's high. That's going to be very critical. That's 27. If you can get above it, 80.16 is your target. Downside, your big target is going to be that 200-day, 75.39, and that 8-day at 75.18. Okay, that's what I got for you back here after your pit close. Take a look at Bitcoin, crude oil, and natural gas, and we'll see what else we got in the old mix. But remember, okay, this is a trader's market. This is not a buy and hold. This is have a turnaround Tuesday, and you get the initial thing. When you see that big pop up like we had in the pre-market and aftermarket is your friend. You buy it, you dump it. Okay, put the money in your pocket. That's what we do here. We trade. We don't just buy and hold. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully something might possibly come along. Forget all that nonsense. Trade the charts. Thanks for watching.